Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. The lookbook theme is Valentine's Day, or more specifically pink and red, because I've really been feeling that color combination lately, and it being Valentine's Day is just making it even better. I do also want to try something new since it's the first lookbook I'm filming in 2023. I want to try explaining my coordinates in the videos instead of filming close-ups of all of my pieces. It does feel like it's getting a bit repetitive to film close-ups because I feel like I filmed for every single piece of my wardrobe, but please feel free to let me know what you prefer in the comments below after the video. For this coordinate, when I think pink and red in my wardrobe, I immediately go to Candy Pop. I will admit that I tend to wear it like this in the default way very often, so this is kind of how I like to coordinate it. And I have a feeling this is probably really similar to what was in my wardrobe video of 2023. I didn't go back and check, but it just goes to show you sometimes repeating coordinates can be just as fun as coming up with new ones. For my headpiece and my socks, I wanted polka dots to match, obviously, the polka dots all over this dress. And since these OTKs are kind of like 3/4 and they don't go all the way fully up, I thought it would be cute to mimic that like 3/4 vibe by having a cardigan layered over long sleeves. I really think it's cute to do this. You don't have to pick between a blouse or a cardigan. You get all the cute details of both. And this specific cardigan has hearts on it and polka dots, so it felt like it was perfect for Valentine's Day. This isn't an overly complicated coordinate, so I didn't go too heavy on the accessorizing. I just have my one red and pink ring. You probably see it a lot in this video. And I have this one headpiece, which is one of my few red ones. I don't wear this one too often. I usually like to pair it in a more cafe way with like food themed prints or strawberry themed ones, but I thought that the colors and the polka dots went really well, so I decided to pair it with Candy Pop today instead. Every time I try and coordinate for a strawberry diner, I wind up coordinating it with lavender. I literally always tell myself to coordinate it with red or mint, and then I coordinate it with lavender again. And so here we are once again, putting it with lavender and pink and some red. My vibe for this one was more of like a cozy cold weather or winter coordinate. So I have a turtleneck layered with this hoodie, which I feel like is going to be making frequent appearances in my lookbooks from now on. But it's a really great piece, and it's quite thick and warm, so definitely fits that wintertime vibe. I went with the matching socks to Fresh Strawberry Diner just because they're super cute and they have the perfect balance of like white and red and polka dots in them to match the overall coordinate. But I did want a bit more pink, so that's why I put these ankle socks from AP, which also have hearts and polka dots on them. And that breaks up all the white and red to have the lavender at the bottom with the tea parties that are matching the hoodie and the little head bow that I wore. But again, to balance things out, I put this little clip with a red strawberry, and then it's white with polka dots matching the JSK and bringing kind of some of that color up at the top. And to just kind of bring pops of red in the coordinate, I'm wearing some red and pink bracelets. They're not super visible. I think it's a bit better when I have like my hands down, or let's say I was going out reaching for things. I don't know, it's just, I do like having it there. And then I also added the brooch from Fresh Strawberry Diner to my hoodie and this cherry necklace at the top because I wanted more red throughout the coordinate instead of it just being really in the socks, I guess. I promise next time I put Fresh Strawberry Diner in a lookbook, I will really try and coordinate it with mint. Just today wasn't the day, and it wasn't really the right theme either. So to contrast the Fresh Strawberry Diner cord, which is pretty wintry, I wanted to do one that was also more like springy. Actually, I haven't worn this skirt in a while, and when I haven't coordinated a main piece in a while, I'm always like nervous to coordinate it again, as if like if I make a bad coordinate, I'll never want to wear the main piece again. But thankfully, I'm actually really, really happy with how this coordinate turned out. Hi, baby. Oh. Sorry, cat break. Okay, now that I'm sufficiently covered in black cat hair, let's continue. So I'm really happy with how this coordinate came out. Obviously wanted to do something more like country, old school-ish inspired. So I first started with choosing this blouse because it pairs perfectly with the skirt. It's one of my few blouses that's obviously meant to pair with skirts with how it flares out at the end. And also it has strawberry lace on the bodice. You can't see it very well, but it's there, and it also has strawberry buttons. And then just to match the color and the themes, obviously, I went with these socks from Roji. They're pretty comfortable, but they're the type of socks that they stretch up until you reach the top of the sock, like the thigh, and then they're super tight for some reason. So if you're interested in them, just something for you to know. And for the country Lolita aesthetic, I went with this straw hat from Baby. I did remove the pink bow that's normally in the front, and I placed it with this red bow, which is from Fresh Strawberry Diner, and this little strawberry brooch. I don't know how well you can see it. I thought it would just help some of the color balance since it was really heavy red on the bottom and there was none at the top of my coordinate. And I didn't really want to wear a brooch or a necklace because I felt like it would busy up the top in a way that was kind of unnecessary. I chose wrist cuffs and these shoes specifically because I felt like they matched some of the old school inspiration that this blouse brings. And I feel like blouses over skirts were just more popular in the old school era. So I always kind of lean towards that inspiration when I have a coordinate that involves that. It's also nice because the like fake wooden sole of the shoes matches the straw of the hat. But since it is still a sweet coordinate with modern pieces at the end of the day, I sprinkled some of that throughout. So these little bracelets, they're the same I used in other coordinates, and the rings. And also I added these little cherry hair ties because I thought it was cute. I've always wanted to try adding red to a pastel sweet Lolita coordinate. I saw this, I don't know where, but I saw it with Sugary Carnival and a couple other dresses, and I thought it looked really, really cute. So I decided to try it. I'm always a bit hesitant when it comes to like shoehorning colors in. I find it very hard to balance, so here we are making an attempt. I decided to go with jewelry jelly because red looks really nice with lavender, but also because jewelry jelly has a pretty bright pink in it, so I feel like it's maybe a happy medium. Still, I put an overskirt on top to emphasize the pink, which obviously is closer to red than lavender is, and also this overskirt has a bunch of little hearts, so it suits the Valentine's Day theme. So you'll please have to excuse how wrinkly it is. I kind of stuffed it into a ball and I've never really realized that it got wrinkly. This has never happened to me before, so yeah, it's a bit sloppy, I know. To bring the red in, obviously there's the cardigan, which is the main part. I always find that a cardigan takes away a bit of the detail of the bust, so I think that's really good for adding a color in because it's automatically taking up more space in the coordinate than the main piece is on top. And then I also went with the socks that have red polka dots on them. I didn't want them to be entirely red because I felt like that would just be overwhelming, which is one of the most basic things you can do in Lolita for color balance. And for my accessories, I went with some lavender, red and pink, and I also have the same kind of color story going on with my bracelets. And I went with the white blouse just to keep it really neutral. I debated adding the bow that comes with it, but I just put nothing instead. I felt like it was getting too busy otherwise. And this isn't like a super OTT coordinate, even though it's leaning away from like just an everyday one. I didn't want to go really over the top with it. So this one was more of an experiment. I'm not sure if it worked. I'm leaning towards I like it, but please let me know what you think of this one in the comments below. It's definitely the most out there of all the cords in this video. That's it for today's lookbook. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know which coordinate was your favorite in the comments below. I feel like my favorite is the candy pop one, even though I have worn this coordinate 100 times. It's satisfying and cute and comfy every single time, so I just kind of can't get enough of it. If you have any plans for Valentine's Day, I'd love to hear them. Maybe your mom is having a meetup or you're just doing something cute with friends or loved ones. I don't have anything planned right now, but maybe my girlfriend and I will go out to a cafe or something. We don't usually do much for Valentine's Day. I feel like we're those people who are kind of like, well, I love you 365, you know? Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.